Punchity punch punch.
Animated me.
Sometimes we sustain injuries. I used to work in a cafe, and I've had oven burns, deep fat fryer burns, steam burns, coffee burns, and lasagna burns. Fryer oil even splashed into my eye on one occasion, which not only hurt, but also made my vision go sort of greasy. But my most bestest burn story of all happened when I wasn't even in the kitchen. I was serving customers at the till, while another member of staff, we'll call her Lisa, worked making drinks behind me. I accidentally knocked my pen off the counter, so I bent down to pick it up. Meanwhile, Lisa turned around to pass a pot of tea to a customer. Not noticing me on the floor, she clumsily spilled some of the tea over my head and ears. Quite a spectacle for the customers, I assure you. The most dramatic but still very minor injury that I sustained at my old job involved a bread knife. You know, the serrated ones. Yeah, that one. Well, we used these to cut through jacket potatoes before we filled them with stuff like baked beans and chili con carne. And I was working so fast to get the food orders out one day that when I sliced through the potato, I also sliced through the top of my index finger. Not entirely, but enough to leave a sort of hinged slice of flesh. Good times. It wasn't actually that bad, but the amount of blood that was gushing out of my finger begged to differ. And guess who took over from me in the kitchen while I received first aid? That's right, it was Lisa. And although she had the sense to ask whether she could still send out the blood-soaked jacket potato, I'm pretty sure she didn't change the knife. Bon appetit. But not all my ridiculous injuries happened at work. Some happened when I was a child, and I think the most hilarious of my injuries has to be the time I was stabbed in the face with a rake. Yeah, I know it doesn't sound all that funny, child stabbed in face with rake, but hear me out. It was Halloween, and I was about 5 or 6, and me and my friend Josh were planning on going trick-or-treating that evening. Where does the rake come into it, I hear you ask? Well, on the build-up to Halloween night, we were playing a game in the garden, in which we were witches flying on broomsticks. Except we didn't have any broomsticks, did we? So we improvised, being the young scholars that we were. So we used garden rakes instead. There we were, flying about on our broomsticks. Well, in reality, we were insanely galloping about with garden rakes betwixt our legs. Josh pretended to do a loop-the-loop on his broomstick, and in doing so, stabbed me in the face with a rake. So now you know of my battle scars. I mean, sounds a bit big-headed to call myself a hero, but you be the judge. Do you like awesome free stuff? Because I have some free promo codes for you to use. Introducing NEONMOB, the world's first digital trading card community where you can collect limited edition art prints every day and trade them with your friends. You can even collect animated art. Pretty cool, right? See for yourself. Make an account. It's absolutely free and you get 6 free packs of digital trading cards to open every day. Just look out for this button. Gracious me, that button looks good. There's a card series to suit everyone. And if you're missing a card from your collection, it's easy to find people who have the cards you need. Just offer them a trade. The more you trade, the higher your trading grade becomes. Just use the promo codes CRUNCH1 and CRUNCHPUN to get a bunch of digital trading cards absolutely free. Let the collecting and trading begin!
Thank you for watching my video. Thank you. If you think you'd like to watch another cartoon, click the link on the screen. Yes, and I almost forgot. Also, you can subscribe. Gotta go now and do some crazy stuff.